3, 2, 1.
Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 1005. My name is Elizabeth, and before getting into this reading, if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support it, you can do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. And if you do feel called to subscribe and stick around, welcome, and thank you very much for your support as well as your presence during this reading. And before we get too much into this video, you might hear some background noise. My sister is cleaning and watching TV at the same time, so hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. If it does, maybe this reading isn't meant for you, and if it doesn't, great. But getting into interpreting the number 1005 now. The number 1 is about trusting yourself. I feel that for like the next 1,000 videos, or aka the next 3 years, or a few years, trying not to be too specific here, but I feel that there's just going to be this lingering message about trusting ourselves. I mean, it definitely feels like we're living in a day and age where it's very much important for us to trust ourselves, so I think it'll be interesting to see what happens in the coming years, especially socially or globally, locally, nationally. I think it'll be interesting. So, yeah, that number 1 is just about trusting yourself. It can also be a message for me to trust myself, to maybe have a little more trust in the next 1,000 readings that I do for this channel. I really appreciate that message there for me. The number 0, there are 2 of them, and for this number, I usually see a 0 as a journey or some sort of cycle that has a beginning and an end. There could be a certain cycle that you are currently going through, or some sort of specific journey that you're on that this reading could be about. It could be a relationship journey, a personal healing journey, a career journey, something with a beginning. Well, don't all journeys have a beginning and an end? At least what we know, you know? But number 5 is about change and transformation. Whatever changes are going on right now, it's important that you stay present while you move through them. Don't worry too much about the future. And I was about to say don't dwell so much on the past, as I just burped. And for me, burping can be a sign of release. So if you are worried about something in the future, or just really dwelling on something from the past, there is encouragement here for you to release the anxiety, the fear, the pain. I actually think that being focused on staying present could be a huge theme for somebody or everybody watching this reading here. So it feels like there's a journey that you're being called to trust yourself more with, and this journey does have some changes that may be difficult, maybe not. Either way, stay present while you're on this journey and keep trusting yourself, keep believing in yourself. I just saw the number 432, which is a sign to trust that everything happens for a reason. You are on this journey for a reason. You're being called to trust yourself for a reason and to embrace change for a reason. Whether you're being called to change as a person, the way that you think, feel, or believe, or there's something in your reality that needs to change. maybe something that needs to be let go or introduced into your life. And there could actually be a big transition here that someone is going through too. It's a bigger change. Maybe there is a journey that is coming to an end and you're starting one. Adding up these numbers, 1 plus 0 is still 1, plus 0 is still 1, plus 5 is 6. And the number 6 is about a decision or a choice between self-love and self-destruction. So whether the change is big or small, or there's many changes, just make sure when you make a decision to stay or walk away or to hold on or let go, make sure you are making a choice that respects the love and the respect that you have for yourself, or that you should have for yourself. I just looked down at the timer at exactly 6 minutes into recording this part of the video. So yeah, whatever decision or decisions you are making or will make, always choose self-love, not self-destruction or self-hate. Allow yourself to expand and grow by investing in self-care and really just yourself in general. I'm going to move into the cards now, starting with a few cards from the Magical Dogs Tarot. I was wanting to say the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot, so let me switch decks real quick. Do I want to switch decks? Yeah, I do. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. We're just going to pull a few cards for you here. You have the 10 of Wands in reverse. It says, weighed down by heavy burden, speak up, you're not alone. Hyper independence, find support, need for change. Exactly. Yeah, this is actually, the 10 of Wands itself is very clearly an ending card. Any of like the 10 cards, 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Wands is an ending, and when it's in reverse, you are resisting releasing some sort of burden, something that is weighing heavily on you, or maybe you're just having trouble delegating and asking for help. You don't have to carry this alone. You don't have to. What are you trying to prove? I feel like it's most likely something to yourself. If this resonates for you, you're trying to prove that you can carry the weight, you can do it. But you don't have to prove it to yourself to know that you can. All you need to do is just trust that you can. And believe that you will if you need to. My camera just fell off of this little, I don't even know if you can really call it a tripod, but the thing that my phone is sitting on, I guess you could say it malfunctioned a little bit and I had to stop recording. But as I was talking about, you absolutely need to carry this burden, to carry more than you deserve to be carrying. I think whether it's inside of you or outside of you, something needs to be released, something needs to give. So it could even be somebody needs to give to you for a change. But speaking of change, anyways, one second. If you don't have a choice to release some sort of burden, or just something that's weighing heavy on you, maybe some sort of responsibility, this release needs to come from within you. whatever frustration, sadness, or negative, heavy feelings, some external, uncontrollable situations or forces are generating within you, those need to be addressed. They need to be given priority so you can work through them and understand them and change your perspective in a way that works for you rather than against you. Perhaps it's possible that it doesn't have to be as hard as it is now. That doesn't mean it isn't hard, but I feel like you could really lighten the load for yourself by giving yourself some space to mentally, emotionally, and spiritually breathe. I feel like there's a lot of encouragement here for you to give yourself some space to process how you're feeling right now, or how you're just feeling overall about the situation that you're in, or some sort of responsibility that you can't really move on from. But if you can let go of this burden, and it's not like a responsibility or anything like that, this is definitely confirmation for you to let go, to free yourself. And I did see the number 222 on the timer. That number can be about choices and prioritizing what means the most to you. Whether it's giving yourself a mental, emotional, or spiritual release, or just letting go of something inside or outside, I feel like it's important to choose self-love through giving yourself space to breathe and to let go. Yeah, that's really making me want to take some deep breaths, The number 10 on the 10 of Wands is about, for me at least, the presence of your spirit guides. I feel like your spirit guides really want to help you in releasing some sort of mental, emotional, spiritual, or physical burden. They may be really trying to guide you or support you. So really pay attention to any signs or messages or synchronicities that you see that feel significant, like significant communication from your spirit guides, because I really do think they want to help you. Because honestly, they want you to feel more free, not so stressed out and frustrated all the time. Let's go ahead and draw out another one of these. I have, the Ace of Cups. It says bottled up, center yourself, emotional imbalance, share. And being reminded about how this says speak up. Especially because this Ace of Cups says bottled up, you really need to give yourself some sort of release. A place or a way to express yourself so you can really just process how you feel so you can move forward in a way that is emotionally healthy, with the right mindset. Like I said, things don't have to be as hard as they are right now. We have the King of Wands, which I really love that, because I feel like this is somebody who really does have a lot of passion. They're a leader. One second. Maybe you are a parent or a role model or somebody that people look up to or look to for answers or guidance or advice. But remember that you can't help or take care of anyone else if you can't help or take care of yourself. Actually, I do want to say the advice and the support that you offer other people, give yourself that same support. Take your own advice. I feel like you already know how to move forward in a way that is emotionally healthy for you, and this reading is just here to confirm for you to move forward in that way with self-love. I just now realized I think this card does have words on it. I mean, I did see them, but I thought it was only for the reverse. It says inspirational, attraction, big picture, capable, visionary, and ready. I think that maybe it's important to focus less on the details and more on the bigger picture. If you keep moving forward without considering your own voice, how do you think that that's going to work out for you in the long run? trying to look at what these words say. Yeah, I really do think you're very capable. And you are somebody who has self-confidence, or this could definitely represent somebody else that you could seek out support from, who is confident and capable and does look at things from a bigger picture perspective, you know, and has a lot of passion, a lot of drive, leads people. This is either about leading yourself or seeking out, you know, to be led by someone else. Really just depends on how it resonates for you. But I'm going to draw a couple of cards now from these box of cards, starting with, we have advice on the back. It's the Judgment card, which has the number 20 on it. 2 plus 0 is 2. Remember, we did see 2, 2, 2. It says, don't be too critical of yourself. Learn from your mistakes and forgive yourself. Learning from your mistakes, that could be particularly significant for someone. You only did the best with what you knew. This is what the card looks like. Yeah. This card is giving me like strong Empress vibes. Really to just take care of yourself, love yourself, don't be hard on yourself. Because I feel like if you are hard on yourself, it's going to mess with your judgment in a way that makes you make decisions that are not proportionate to what you actually deserve. Wow, the last card, the back of it does say the year 2003, so maybe that's significant for you. But it says don't react, communicate. Yeah, that don't react is definitely for somebody who maybe you struggle to express yourself when it comes to whatever you might be feeling angry about. And also, like here on the back of the next deck that I'm going to use, we do have fire. I feel like your ancestors, this is an Ancestor Spirit Oracle, by the way, these cards. But I feel like your ancestors recognize and respect the anger that you do feel, the frustration. And they want you to really listen to what your anger is trying to tell you. Don't let it consume you. Let it motivate you to make better decisions, to invest in what you're actually passionate about, to make a difference in some way if you really genuinely feel called to lead. The things that make you angry, don't keep it in, don't hide it, honor it, express it, understand it. Of course, express it, do it in a healthy way, you know, communicate. You matter, and how you feel matters. I'm going to draw one last card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle here, like I showed you, to see what your ancestors have to say about this burden and bottling things up and just feeling all of this passion, or, you know, seeking support from somebody who understands how you feel. Whoa. Cards almost flew in a way that I would not have been happy with. Which one? Let's do this one. Wow, this card is so relevant. So this card says, this is what the card looks like, and it says take time out, siesta, recharge, and rest. That's, like I said, very relevant. Give yourself some time to really reflect, relax, process. I think there could definitely be something very frustrating here for you that is very important for you to give it the attention that it deserves. I do feel called to read from the guidebook for this card, so let me just open up to that page. Here it is. It says, the ancient Romans are known for conquering lands and having large, strong armies, but they were not just soldiers. They were amazing architects and engineers too. They built roads, walls, bathhouses, and aqueducts. I did watch the press conference for the WEF or WEF annual meeting this year, so maybe looking at those videos, you can find them on the website, looking into the whole WEF thing. Maybe that's significant for you because they did use aqueducts as an analogy. But it says that wealthy Romans enjoyed a variety of luxurious foods and wines, which they imported from all around the empire. The early Romans divided their day into 12-hour periods, depending on what the light was like and the time of year. They could accurately measure sunrise, midday, and sunset with sundials. The length of the shadows on a sundial helped them estimate the time of day. In the 6th hour on the sundial, wealthy Romans would stop what they are doing and go home to eat a leisurely lunch and have a siesta, which is a rest or a sleep, which comes from the Latin hora sexta. I think that's how you say it, meaning 6th hour. The important thing about the siesta was that it allowed the Romans to rest physically, mentally, and spiritually before they tackled the remainder of their day. So it's very possible that how you feel called to give yourself some space to breathe. It could be on many different levels, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. In the Ancestors Speak portion, it says this is a reminder that you need to nurture yourself. Like I've been saying, choosing self-love, investing in self-care, and I just saw the number 111 on the timer when I looked down at the camera, which, of course, as we said, the number 1 is about trusting yourself. So I feel like you already know how you need to take care of yourself right now, and this is just confirmation to trust yourself. It says, even if you can't have a siesta, stop and recharge throughout the day. Have a cup of coffee or tea or go for a walk on your lunch break. This reminds me of, for those of you who have responsibilities that you can't just let go, it might be helpful for you to find small ways to, let yourself breathe a little bit. It says, take some time out to nurture yourself, rest, and look after your physical body. It is essential to do this before you become too tired or disconnected from your spirit and energy. And there's an emphasis here on the word before. So this guidebook is basically saying don't wait until you're tired to rest. Be proactive and rest maybe throughout the day or something like that. And lastly, the divinatory meaning, I just saw 222 on the timer, says practice setting firm boundaries so you have time to nurture yourself. Do not let other people's dramas or energy interfere with your self-care. It is important to look after your energy so don't feel guilty about making rest and reflection part of your routine. Visualize a safe place and seek yourself making a cocoon around yourself. Go to this place whenever you need to recharge. And that's all the book says. And I don't think there's really much else to say. There's a heavy burden here. There's messages here. Don't suppress how you feel. Don't pretend to be energized and ready when you're really just tired and need a break. Be honest with yourself and make sure you communicate with others as well about where you're at and what you need. I really like that this judgment card says don't be too critical of yourself. It's okay to take a break and to slow down. There's no need to rush at all.